Hi. The Lord is often referred as our shepherd or good shepherd, like it is, for example, in Psalm 3. The Lord is my shepherd. I have all I need. David says that the Lord is his shepherd. And that is so true. The Lord is our very good shepherd, taking care of all our needs, like a good shepherd would do, right? Making sure the sheep are happy, fed, kept alive, at peace, all of that. And that therefore, being a sheep in the good shepherd's hands, or Lord, we should not worry because the Lord is taking care of us, making sure we are provided for, that we have what we need, not necessarily what we want, but what we need. For the shepherd knows best our needs. So the Lord is a very good shepherd to us. But are we good sheep to him? And that's the perspective I would like to bring today, and what the Lord has put in my heart, is that are we good sheep to him? Are we obedient to our good shepherd? Are we dependent on him? Do we trust him 100%? Do we depend on him? Or do we sometimes want to do things our way? And I think our life can get complicated and be chaotic when we start to be bad sheep to our Lord. When in fact, as a good sheep, we should completely depend on him for guidance, provision, protection. And we should not want to take the driver's seat and think we don't need the Lord and try to provide for ourselves without the Lord's guidance, not being under the Lord's protection. So maybe that's a reminder to some of us to be a better sheep, to stay close to our Lord and not want to go astray, to leave the herd, because that's when we get hurt by the wolves, when we start to be disobedient, when we want to explore things our own way without being under the guidance of our shepherd, when we start to rebel. I feel like when we really obey and follow the Lord, our good shepherd, and when we stay within the boundaries he set for us, so within the field he set for us, and within those fences, then it's fine. Then we're at peace, we can rest, and we don't need to worry about external things. But when there is this hint of rebellion in us, when we start to be a bad sheep, so to speak, and we want to explore things on our own and do things our own way, that's when we get hurt by the wolves, right? When we start to think that actually maybe we don't need our shepherd's guidance. There's also a kind of bad connotation with the word sheep in our society, right? The word sheep does not necessarily mean a good thing, right? There is this connotation that when we are a sheep, it means that we follow the crowd, we don't think for our own, that we might be boring. Just being a sheep, it does not have a good connotation. And again, I think that's the enemy's voice, because on a subconscious level, we don't want to be a sheep. I feel like in the society, at some level, we are not encouraged to be a sheep. We are encouraged to maybe be the one escaping from the herd, right? And I guess for many of us, it has a direct impact, because on a subconscious level, we don't want to be a sheep. Therefore, we don't follow our shepherd, our Lord, his commands. So a question for you is, what kind of sheep are we to our Lord? Are we being a good or bad sheep at the moment? And it's also an invitation to think about how to become a better sheep to our good shepherd, because is good is always being good. So the question is more, are we being a good sheep to him? I wish you a great day. God bless.